Hey guys, it's your girl Lachey Ash, also known as the Hair Magician, and we got a good one for you today, folks, okay? In my Steve Harvey voice. I feel like in hair school, we were kind of let down when it came down to trying to figure out how to handle monetary disputes. You know, clients get upset when the exception to the rule is not them, and they filed these financial disputes with our merchant, saying that they didn't receive the service or something wasn't rendered, and it is something that we kind of are left in the dark to handle. So today we're going to talk about some things that have helped me with successfully winning disputes and kind of preparing for disputes. Number one, we're going to have to go with verbiage. Now, this is different from state to state, but in the state of Virginia, it is illegal to have non-refundable deposits. Let's use apartments, for example. When you go to apply for an apartment and you like the apartment and you want to hold it because you're not ready to move in, what you do is you put a deposit down to hold the apartment. What that deposit does is it holds it for you so nobody else can get it in the process of you getting ready to move in. In the event that you change your mind, the apartment complex is legally responsible for giving that deposit back to you because you no longer want the apartment. Now, applying that to the industry, you can't legally hold something that nobody wants anymore. So if a guest paid a deposit to book with you and they cancel, legally you have to refund it because you stated that it was a non-refundable deposit. Now, I do know the reason why we do this is because the demand is high, the authority is high, and we want to cover ourselves when cancellations occur, which I get. So because of that, legally you will be covered if you call it a sitting fee, a retainer fee, or a booking fee, okay? Fees typically are non-refundable, but in case of a dispute, you will win if you call it a sitting fee, a retainer fee, a booking fee, anything with the term fee, because what that says is you're paying to get my time and my service. You're not basically paying to hold something, if that makes sense. Okay, so again, this is different from state to state, but make sure you check your state rules and your state laws to see exactly what applies to you in these terms. Now, I do know for me, I apply my sitting fee, my booking fee, to the service. I don't really agree with not applying it to the service because sis, why are you doing that? But again, I know I give it to the service because my job is not to take some money that I didn't earn. I'm not in the position to do that. Now, granted, I do have a bill of rights for customers that does say that if you don't show up, you are charged a percentage of the service, but that is something for another time that we can get into. But again, sitting fee, retainer fee, and booking fee, not non-refundable deposit. Merchants do not give grace to businesses that say deposit because legally deposits are refundable. Okay, number two would have to be a refund account. And baby, when I tell you this is a big one, a refund account is really beneficial because it's basically you staying liquid in an area that you may end up needing. When we get sitting fees or booking fees, a lot of times they go towards something. I know with my first time smoothing experience, the sitting fee is $20. That money is not going anywhere compared to you getting a color service or tape bands. When you pay the percentage of that service as your sitting fee, that money does go towards something. So if you book a color service, the booking fee may go towards the color that I may have to make sure I have for you so I could successfully service you. As far as the tape bands, the percentage of the booking fee that you paid may go towards inventory. And the reason why a lot of us typically don't have those things in stock is because you may book something and you request a color that it may not be popular. I may not always have that on my back bar. When you're getting tape bands, you may be requesting a length or a texture that nobody really requests. So that may be a special order. So using that towards the service, of course, the money is rendered. The money is already gone. So that's why I recommend in the event that you need to refund something, you already have that account that is prepared for you to successfully refund somebody. Because again, I know sometimes we use the money for those type of things. Now, some people, they don't touch that money until the service is rendered, and I completely understand that. But in cases like this is why booking fees are necessary, so that we can make sure we are setting up for success for our guests before their experience. Number 3, making sure you have some type of bill of rights for your customers or terms and conditions, giving all of your policies. I know some booking websites don't allow this, so I highly recommend Acuity. Acuity is really geared towards businesses and not just hairstylists, such as Style Seed and some of those other booking websites I can't name right now. They don't really allow you to be as thorough as Acuity allows you to be. So before you even get to the services on my booking website, you have to actually go through my terms and conditions and read my policies. Now, granted, clients are humans and humans sometimes do not read, so that's why I make sure that I have successful, thorough intake forms as you know, a necessity, is a priority, that they fill those things out. They can't successfully book an appointment until they physically read my terms and conditions and they go through my intake form, filling out the proper information. Okay guys, last but definitely not least, y'all know my motto. I have my clients have a signature. And what I mean by that is, I know Acuity doesn't allow you to physically sign a signature, but I have my guests write out their first and last name. Their first and last name has to match the first and last name on the appointment. And the statement says, write your first and last name, agreeing to, basically saying that you understand, I'm getting tongue-tied, that if you're late, you're rescheduled with a non-refundable booking fee. If you do not show up to your appointment, you are charged a certain amount of your service. I think these things are really important to have with the signature because it basically clarifies. I, Lachey Ashley, understand that if I do not follow what I read, my ass is grass. Okay, so I encourage you guys to do that, especially if you have Acuity. You could put that on your intake form. If you don't have Acuity, another platform to use for intake forms is JotForm, and you can either manually send that to your guest after they book their appointment, or you can put that link into their confirmation email after they successfully book their appointment. But make sure you guys are capturing those signatures, because for me, I have learned that is the safest way. In the event that a dispute does happen, that is the safest way to say, hey, Sally Mae, she agreed to all my terms and policies. She's just upset because she's not the exception to my rule. I'm a successful business owner. I'm up and coming. This is why I have these policies, to protect me, and I want to keep it that way, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed my quick shift. Love you guys so much. See you in the next video.